Now, the hope and dream here, again, is that my base does not catch fire from that little bit of lava. And welcome back to the Create Mod here on YouTube and Music Free Gaming, and it is awesome for you to be here. And I have all sorts of fun planned. Well, fun for me anyway. So I've finished the dye and concrete factory, but I've got a couple of things that need to get added to it. Like I need charcoal, for example. And I figured since I have to make charcoal, why not just get on with the whole woodworking bit and set up a whole wood factory? So that's what we're starting on today. Flying. Oh, okay. Flying inside the building, less fun, and cover less distance than flying, outside of the building. This is one of those things my many years of Minecraft experience has taught me. I don't typically do time lapses because honestly, nobody cares. But I thought this was fun just to show how I clean out this big space using the Create mod, using my drilling machines. And it's really cool. Sure, is it a little bit of a pain to set up the train or with the cart loader every time I have to send this thing back and forth? Sure. Are there easier ways of doing it? Almost certainly. If there aren't, I'd be surprised. But it works out well. It's a lot faster than doing it by hand, even with a haste beacon. But it's also an excellent time for me to let you know that I do have a podcast. If you have not had a chance to check it out on Acast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the good stuff. So check that out. And now that this machine is done digging out this hole in super speed, let's get back into the fun. Okay, a little diggy time, and I've got everything cleared out underneath my tree farm. Or tree farms, I suppose. There are a couple of places where things are going to get a little hairy, like over here with my nether trees. But I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think I should be able to get to everything. At least run chutes down here to where I need it. And then I could go deeper as I need to. So I now have enough space, I think, to be able to get started on all of the tree stuff I want to do. Yeah, one of the problems I've got, or maybe problem is the wrong word, a decision I have to make is how I want to get everything out of the vaults and get all the choppy goodness. Because there are some things like the logs I'm going to need for charcoal, the stripped logs I'm going to need for casings, and then the planks I'm going to need for everything else. So in some ways, these two, the stripped logs and the regular logs, are kind of easy. But these guys are going to be maybe not a pain, but honestly, maybe I could just feed them all into a line. I don't know. I'll have to figure out a signaling system probably. And probably something similar to the dye and concrete factory that I built in the last episode. Now it's time to see about getting some, I was about to say barbecue sauce. That's just silly. No, but it's close. I need charcoal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap in to the log generators on this side of the factory and feed that into a charcoal machine. So let's see if I can figure out how that all is going to work. I'm going to have to deal with lava. Now, lava is awesome, but it's also a pain in the neck. I like lava, it keeps me warm, powers all my machinery, it's good for the skin, all that stuff. But lava on this thing is going to be a pain in the neck because of, hey, guess what? Wood building. So I'm going to have to be sure I get this encased properly so that I don't end up spewing hot lava-y goodness, all over my house and burn it down. Because that just wouldn't be cool at all. In fact, it would be quite warm. And I'm pretty okay not having that level of warmth. Yeah, so I've got the cooking area in place. So the idea is the logs are going to come down here, pop on that belt, swing through this tunnel in front of all these fans blowing on the belt. Now, in theory, right, if I slap this down here, right, let's go ahead and glass that up. Yeah, it looks like everything is blowing hot and spicy, and that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and glass up here just to close that off. Now, the hope and dream here, again, is that my base does not catch fire from that little bit of lava. Because that would be really unpleasant. I have a wooden house, and that would really, really, really suck. Okay, so I'm going to test this. I've got a whole bunch of wood here, so let's go ahead and just chuck it out onto the belt. Now, this should sit there and cook. I should start seeing charcoal here in the chest. Yeah, there we go. See, we're getting the charcoal. Boom. Boom and boom. And there's all the charcoal. Well, that was quick and painless. Love it. Love it. All right. Yeah, this chute is 100% bug protection. I hate that I have to put it here, but I do. So right now I've got some weird bug in Create 0.5 version I in Fabric that when I restart my game, it dumps a bunch of extra logs and stuff out. And it's filling up my storage system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to suck it out, and all of the logs and stripped logs that can burn will get sucked down and fed into the smelter there and just give me charcoal. All right, so that'll save me a little bit of time and headache, I think. And that I'm going to be very, very happy about. So now the next thing I'm going to need to do beyond that is try to figure out how I want to get the charcoal out of this mess and out of this chest here and down where it can be usefully picked up by my truck delivery system. One giant vault later, and I now have place to put all of the charcoal that gets produced by this farm, right? It's just going to end up sliding down out this way, right? Everything will get cooked into this chest, and then, oops, that's my coal. It's going to go into this chest, and now when I just put this in there, charcoal's all going to move down and get dropped into that vault, which is awesome. And then, of course, there's plenty of room if that gets backed up. But if it does, other things are going to be happening. So, nice. Nice. I think this is going to work out super well for me on the charcoal front. I now have this set. I've got it set at 10 and 15, so it's calling for logs to smelt. And you can see them. Oops, let me see if I can free cam up to the right place here. There, you can see them on the belt. Heading all the way out here, right? I've got acacia cooking. I've got birch, and I've got oak. Now, I could have tapped into my spruce farm as well, but I like to build with spruce more than I like to build with those others. So I'm happy to let these guys cook up a little bit more. But then they all get sucked right up in here, where they get cooked by the fans blowing across the lava into this chest, and then we get the charcoal dropping down this way. And it looks like the chutes are keeping up. I was a little bit worried they wouldn't quite be able to, but I think we're good. I might even be able to take off the second side of that chest, but this looks like it's doing nicely. And yeah, this is filling up pretty fast. So perfect. So that'll be great. So when I get tracks laid so that I can get a truck down here, I'll be able to pick up the charcoal and take it out to deliver to wherever I need it to go, like the dye factory. Now that I've got the charcoals in place, I'm starting to lay track for where the trucks are going to run. Now you can see I've got a little pillar I'm sort of planning ahead. Yes, it does happen on occasion for the machinery to autocraft stairs and planks and well, not planks, but slabs and trapdoors and all that good stuff. And I think what I want to do is I want to run this track this way and then put the output of the factory over here. Probably someplace that's connected over here to my elevator, right? So I've got this elevator right here. I think I might blast through this wall, through the water and stuff. So that puts it, you know, right here, which is going to be great. I'll come out of my elevator. Like if I need wood, I just go down the elevator and I get it. And that's great. The catch is getting all of the stuff from the factory crafted and over here, which is why I need to put down the rail, because I need to know where I can't build, right? I need to know where the tracks and the belts and all of the other good stuff can't be, because I have to put trucks there. So let me get this dug, and then we'll kind of see what the rest of the plan is. Well, I now have a subway. Here comes a couple of trucks to take it on. This comes way out here. There's the kelp farm there and the power plant. Don't stand on the train tracks while the trains are coming. Turns out that tingles just a little bit. Again, also that's a low roof apparently. I can just whip right on over here. Any truck will come through here, can pick up coal, or charcoal actually. And then, I wonder if I can get up here and into the back of this before it goes. Then we just sit here and take the subway. Now, thanks to a digging machine and a number of sponges, this is a nice little path here. And then the truck comes up and drops me off, because apparently that's how that works. Once it's got the coal, it'll swing over here to the dye pot. Whoa, guess I'm down here. Swing over here to the dye drop off, and we get charcoal delivery right here as we need it. So this is great. So now at least I've got the black dye problem taken care of. With that done, that takes care of that part of the dye factory. And also, now that I've got the tracks in place, I know where my no-fly zone for all of these happy materials are going to go. So as long as I stay above or below this, I should be good to go. And then I'll feed in over here. But like so many other things, that's a problem for future me. And that is going to do it for me today. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on notifications because it's awesome. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.